Hey, Water of Life, Braelynn here. If you were here with us this weekend, you saw that we talked about solitude. And solitude can be really daunting. It can be scary. If you're an extrovert like me, I love to be with people, and solitude can be a little bit scary for me. But solitude is actually something that is really rich and essential to our discipleship to Jesus. And so solitude, really all it is a time that we set aside intentionally to feed, water, and nourish our soul, our person. Solitude is not about isolation. It's actually about being with the Lord, as Jesus says, to abide in Him, to be one with Him. It's not about absence of anything. It's about presence with the Lord. It's about being intentional and curating a space that's going to be conducive to relationship with Jesus. And so how do we do that? It's a daunting phrase. Maybe we hear, be with Jesus, we have solitude, but it's complicated, or maybe it feels like out of reach. And I just want to give us a couple of tips, a couple of tricks to us to focus us on what it is that the Lord is inviting us into. And so first, something really simple is decide a time. What time of day works best for you, for your job, for your season of life, for your kids, for wherever you are in life. What is the time that's going to make you most successful at this? What is the most realistic time that you can pick? And that might be super early in the morning, or for some of us who are night owls, that might be late in the evening. And so determine a time that's going to be functional and practical for you to connect with the Lord. Secondly, you're going to want to find a place that is quiet, a place that is conducive to solitude. You're not going to want to be in a busy place or a loud place that's not going to provide a space for reflection, but a place that's going to be quiet, that's going to cultivate peace. And so where is that place? For some of us, it might be in our car. For some of us, that might be in the bathroom. For some of us, that might be a park. It could be any number of places. You want to tailor this to your person, to your schedule, to your season of life, so that you can build a practice that's going to be sustainable. Thirdly, what is the practical goal? What is the amount of time that you can offer that this is going to be successful as you build this rhythm in your life? So do you think you can do 5 minutes of solitude? 5 minutes of solitude where you sit with the Lord, you turn off your phone, you put all of your things away that are distracting you, and you sit and you are there present with the Lord for 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes feels daunting and it feels like a lot. Maybe you start with 2 minutes or 1 minute. There is no wrong way to start this process. Each of us is at a different and distinct place in our life, and you get to cater this in a way that's going to be most successful for you and to build that relationship with the Lord. Lastly, I want to touch on this idea. Some of us are doers and some of us are thinkers. Some of us like to have a little bit of movement so that we can focus. If you're like me, I like to be in solitude on a nice walk with the Lord, because if I just sit, my mind will wander, my hands will be jittery, and I need something to focus my energy so that I can focus and be in relationship with the Lord. So if that's you, I want to encourage you to take a walk. Go out around your neighborhood, walk your streets, pray as you walk, and be intentional in your time of solitude with the Lord. And if you're a thinker, then find a quiet place. Maybe grab a cup of coffee, something that's going to meet that time with the Lord, that's going to be intentional, reflective, and engaging to build a relationship with Him. So this week, I want to task you with a very simple task of practicing solitude for 5 minutes. And here's the reality, that we are so distracted. We are a culture that is so distracted, and we have so much information that we're digesting constantly. And so your mind is going to wander, and I want to invite you into this practice. It's just a couple of things. One, sit as best as you can if you're going to sit. Walk if you're going to walk. If you find your mind wandering to other places, I want to encourage you with this. You don't have to do this, but this is a small practice that you can use to recenter your mind. It's something that I speak over myself, I pray over myself, is the beginning of Psalm 23, that the Lord is my shepherd, I have everything I need. If you're like me, you have anxious thoughts and your mind is wandering, I just come back to center, I just remind my soul and my person, the Lord is my shepherd and I have everything I need. I usually pair that with a deep breath and an exhale as I'm walking or as I sit on my balcony. So whatever that looks like for you, take 5 minutes this week to be with the Lord and remind your soul that the Lord is your shepherd and that you have everything you need. God bless you. Have a great week.